Bryce Harper will stand in now, 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Bryce Harper.
Now the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Bryce Harper will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. Oh, this ball's laced, and it's going to get down into the right center field gap. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. The tag from Ruiz, and he is nailed at the plate. Doug Fister will stand in, and you have to figure that he'll likely be swinging the bat now.
One down.
Ready now on 1-1. Pitch outside, the throw.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head-first slide gets him into third just ahead of the throw.
A 2-1 offering to 2-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a hard liner toward short. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Bryce Harper will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. First offering on the way. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Here's the 1-1. Out in front of it as this is pulled down the line to first. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here comes a 1-2. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Doug Fister will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1. Harper running from first. Pitches a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all. 1 out.
The 1-2. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Again, a 1-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So a runner at second. 2 down now. And it's back to the top of the order now for Nate McLeod. Now the 1-1 here to McLeod. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Hang on, right here.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 3 and the Phillies 1. Dominic Brown will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Hey, field plays at 1 here.
Now here it comes. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Oh, and he misses it. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Yeah, it looked like a fairly routine play there. Don't know if he took his eye off it or what, but he winds up basically whiffing on the catch, and that's going to wind up a 2-base error.
Bryce Harper will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Bryce Harper. Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
And they start him with 1 high and away for ball 1.
And think about it, in game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend.
The 1-0 pitch. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Jonathan Pettibone will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Now the 1-1 pitch. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
That may have been an out-and-out guess right there. He had to figure they weren't going to throw over twice in a row, so he's running on first movement, and he makes it to second base safely.
Here's the 1-2. Bunt sign still on 1 and 2, and he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And if you're going to try to move the guy up to third base, this is exactly what you want to do. You have to make that third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first, and the sacrifice turns out to be a good one.
Jonathan Papelbon will come in and pitch now. Nate McLeod will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with the runner at third and only 1 gone.
Let's go, DC. Let's go, he's right here. Stop right here, kid. Oh, let's hold him right here. Go, Dad.
Here's Papelbon's 1-1, and this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. Throw gets him 2 down. Left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Full count offering on its way. Oh, here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
And that may be the at-bat there that finally seals the deal. That'll make it a 4-run lead right now. That was awfully tough to overcome this late in the ball game.
Darren Ruff will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. The next pitch. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
Look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Harros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter @MLB The Show. Washington is victorious in this one, 5-1. Good night from D.C.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans. Before Tuesday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds did battle with the Brewers in Milwaukee, and it was the Brewers who came out on top. Score was 4-1. Carlos
closing in on first pitch in our nation's capital. It's Nationals baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Nighttime baseball now from the district as you get a look inside beautiful. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, here's a couple of guys making their third starts of this young season. And by now, you got to figure that they should be all stretched out and ready to work deep into a ball game if they can.
Let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals, as manager Mike Matheny will line his guys up this way. And this is on the ground toward the hole. He's got it from a knee. He gets him. What a play.
On a ball hit like that, if you're the pitcher, you're thinking, oh, base hit. But not this time. What tremendous defense out there. Great diving stop, makes the play and gets the out. And the pitcher acknowledges it, and he's happy about it.
Bryce Harper makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Now the first pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Now here it comes. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that ball is out of here. And the home half of the third starts with a home run. Solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. Home run number 9 on the year. And as a result, the Nationals are back even at 1 run apiece.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Matt Adams will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Here comes a 1-2. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Zimmerman backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Bryce Harper will see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. Here's the first offering. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Hayward is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he is in there. Matt Holliday will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point. Now here's the pitch. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Harper is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Carlos Villanueva will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th. Bryce Harper will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. The pitch. And now a sharply hit ball toward the right side as this gets foul past the coaching box. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Matt Adams will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7. Now here's the pitch. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade places with that guy for anything. I mean, this would sting on a 95-degree afternoon in Arlington. But on a cold night like this, he's going to be feeling that for a couple of hours. That's called a good old-fashioned jam sandwich.
Colton Wong will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. Here it comes. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word. Greg Garcia will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Now a ball lined towards center field. In is Jay, but this ball's in front of him for a base hit. And if the Nationals decide to pinch hit here, there you get a look at what remains on their bench to choose from. And it looks like we'll see a pinch hitter here as Jason Worth begins to stretch in the on-deck circle. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this is hit hard on the ground at first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Save situation coming up now as they'll hand the ball over to the right-hander Bruce Storen to try to get the final 3 outs. Bryce Harper will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward is there to put this one away, and perhaps an over-anxious Harper is set down on the first pitch he sees. And we're going to see a pinch hitter in this spot as the right-handed batting Kevin Franzen begins to loosen up on deck. Mark Reynolds will get his first cuts here. The 0-1. Oh, lots of real estate on the right side of the infield here as he steers this one into right, a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out. Big bat for the Nationals tonight. Well,
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Before the weekend series get underway,
counting down now to first pitch in South Florida. It's the Nationals and Marlins next. Now from the Sunshine State of Florida, we're under the lights at the beautiful new Marlins Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this matchup of NL Eastern Division rivals. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and you can see here, each guy with 3 starts so far coming in. And once you get to this point in the season, you figure the shackles are officially off. 100, 110 pitches, that should be well within their expectations if they're pitching well enough.
Let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their order will read like this. They'll match it up against the big fella, as you see the numbers right there for the right-hander Matt Latos. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. D. Gordon will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, second baseman, D. Gordon.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
The 1-1. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. And this is handled out there by Span for the first out.
Batting second, left fielder,
Christian Yelich will come forward now, back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And McLeod will make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Well, you always want to avoid using a lot of energy in the early part of the game, and he's taking that to heart. 5 pitches and 2 outs already here in the bottom of the first.
Giancarlo Stanton will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Pitch on the way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They still trail 1-0. Jordan Zimmerman will step in now. First offering on the way. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Stanton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Nationals 3 and the Marlins nothing. Marcell Ozuna will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
Good one right here.
Now here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's Michael Morse now. This is foul right side.
Here we go.
Now here's the pitch.
You drive it. Let's go, kid.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Hey, don't whip here. Hey, like the can up there.
Now here it comes. Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove here. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Martin Prado will stand in for the first time now, looking to keep that hot streak going as he's been hitting the ball well these past 6 ball games.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip. Hey, plays the one. Here we go.
Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught reaching on that pitch. We've seen a few of his teammates do it already. That's a great job to recognize slider and lay off.
Here's the 1-0. Here's a fly ball now lifted in the air out to right. And Harper will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Still down 3-0. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in, and that average has to be a source of pride for him early on. He's got it up over 350 to start the new season. First pitch coming. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. He may not throw a ton of change-ups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Come on, big guy. Stay hot up there.
The 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April.
Hey, like you can up there, kid. Huh?
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
The pitch.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh? Here we go.
Fouled back.
Hey, get your pitch up there, huh?
And the pitch.
Give me your best pitch right here. Here we go now. Here we go.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Hey, here we go. Hey, get him yourself right here.
Here's another 1-2.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Well, the reason he's having the success he's had so far comes down to one main reason. He's changing speeds effectively. And you saw it in evidence right there. That's what you got to do to be a big-time pitcher.
Stepping in now, Matt Latos. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Hey, let it rip. Let it rip.
Now the pitch.
Here we go, guys.
Here's a ground ball to first.
Let's go. Beat it out. Come on, come on, come on.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. It's the Nationals 3 and the Marlins nothing. D. Gordon will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
For the Marlins, second baseman.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, see it drive it. See it drive it. Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on, Marlon.
Pitch on the way.
Be patient. Get your pitch on.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Under it is Harper, and Bryce has got it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 21,
Christian Yelich will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Hey, let it rip one time. One down, one down.
Now the first pitch. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats.
Come on, baby. See it.
Now here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world here to mix in a take every now and again.
Here's the pitch.
Hey, strike this guy out. Let's go.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're two down.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
So bases are empty here with two gone, and Stanton. Now the first pitch.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pitch.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Hey, come on now, big dog. Get your pitch.
The next pitch.
Hey, see it. Drive it.
And a bouncing ball, foul. Ready now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Sets the 2-2 pitch.
Come on, big guy.
High in the air and deep down the left field line. McLeod will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Miami down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Jordan Zimmerman will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. Now here's the first pitch. And the pitcher is in fact bunting here as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Oh, man, what a terrific play right there. That ball was rolling, and it stayed low, so he had to bend all the way over to make a barehanded grab, then a quick release, a nice throw to first in time to get the runner. You can expect to see that on highlight reels for a couple days at least now.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked the batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Here's Michael Morse now.
Where's that one now? Here we go.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, here we go. Go right now, fellas, right now.
And now a pitch on the way.
Hey, where's that one now?
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Hey, need a strikeout right here. It's your guy. Here we go, Mike. Where's the one now?
The pitch.
Hey, one time, right now.
Too high. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Martin Prado will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. Now here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Here we go, guys.
Now the pitch.
Here Hey,
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
hey, come on, let the big dog eat, buddy.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Let's go.
Here comes a 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Brian Morris will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in to lead things off as the Marlins look to get things started here in their half of the 6th. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
And Saltalamacchia swings right through that one as he's in the hole now, down 0-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And the pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Adeiny Echeverria will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time.
Hey, we got one here. Hey, wait for a good one and drive, and I'll pick one out.
First pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
And a lot of times, you might say, 4-run lead, We'll make that up. And I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get one run off it.
Ichiro Suzuki will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Ball 1.
Here we go, guys. Come on, guys. Hey, come on now.
Now the 1-1 home to Ichiro. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Mike Dunn is on to pitch now, as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now here's a swing and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Yeah, good start to the inning there. You could see him really turn on this pitch and drive at that time. It'll wind up hopping over the wall out there, but no matter. He was going to be in easily with 2 anyway.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they'll tack on one more, as this is now a 5-0 game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Well, this will extend that lead up to 5 now, as he's able to showcase a little bit of that speed right here as he cruises into third with the triple.
D. Gordon will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Now a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now the pitch. A little bit outside. 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. When that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Christian Yelich will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Since we have a bit of a blowout on our hands, Steve, your thoughts on the home run sculpture out there in left center field?
Colorful?
Wait for a good one now. Here we go.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, ground ball out to start the 7th. Now an 0-2 count. He's looking sharp as ever.
Let it fly. Let's go. Trust your stuff right here. Let it fly.
Now here it comes. A swing and the bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. Throw gets him.
Oh boy, that is a very tough, very dangerous play down there at third. He's got to keep focused on the baseball somehow, but he's also got the business end of that broken bat headed right at him. So that's a nice job to sidestep the danger and then get the out at first.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Your pitch. Right here. Let's go, kid. Hey,
pitch on the way. Ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
So many times pitchers will get ahead and they'll start to...
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. Solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. 6th home run on the season for him, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, apparently these guys didn't see the highlights from yesterday because he had 2 home runs a day ago. Now he's got another home run right here. Now obviously this pace won't last, but man, he has hit everything in sight.
The center fielder, number 13, Marcell Ozuna.
Get ahead, stay ahead now.
Here's Marcell Ozuna,
Come on now, one time, right here.
as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. It was right on it.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
To 2-2 now.
Let's go now, one time.
Here now the 2-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Washington leads this one 9-1. Jordan Zimmerman will make a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in command.
Get ahead, stay ahead. No one out
Here's
now.
the first pitch to him. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 1-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Saltalamacchia will wait on it, and he's got it for the first out. Michael Morse will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
All right, come on
Now here's the pitch.
Hey, give yourself right here. Let's go, baby.
And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout.
Get your pitch, huh? Come on now, here we go.
Now another 0-2.
Hey, put it first.
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Martin Prado will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. First pitch coming. And a high strike there, 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going
Any
forward.
way you can, any way you can. Here we go.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Late swing and a ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
If I didn't know any better, I think this was his first inning out there. He's still throwing the ball with a lot of velocity.
And he's got another one. 15 strikeouts in the ball game, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. A.J. Ramos will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Jordan Zimmerman.
And here's the first pitch. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Ozuna is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Casey Jansen will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. A chance here at least for this guy to get some work in what should be a fairly low-stress appearance.
Yeah, but it seems like these outings are where you relax a little bit too much, you give up 3 runs, and then watch your ERA climb by another point. He'll need to guard against that.
And now a pitch on the way. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Into the box now, Donovan Solano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a 1-0. 2-0 now. Here's the 2-0. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
In there, 2-2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Full count, 3-2.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. D. Gordon will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And there's a fastball from Jansen as he gets ahead here, 0-1. Oh, and a swing and a miss on that one. And the Marlins find themselves down to their final strike now. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell's going to end anytime soon.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 11-1. Good night from Miami.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals.
La música de Harry Fry.
Good morning, baseball fans. A great weekend of baseball has concluded, and we're set for a new week of games. But first, here's what happened around the league on Sunday. Starting off in the National...
1-1 delivery, and here it is, and it's swung on a high drive left center field. Full going back. He's to the track, and he's right to the wall. He's there. He squeezes it, and the A's have won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
A good crowd filing in at Turner Field in Atlanta. It's the Nationals and Braves coming up next. A picturesque look there at downtown Atlanta and Turner Field, site for this edition of baseball on the show. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week. Eric Young Jr. will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they have certainly had it going lately, winners of 8 in a row.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. The 1-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Nick Markakis will stand in. He drove in one of the 2 runs in yesterday's ball game. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Now a swing and a ground ball. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away. Freddie Freeman will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. And that's grounded foul past a former video game motion capture star, Bo Porter, in that third base coaching box. Here's the 1-2. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Doug Fister will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here.
Fister.
First offering on the way. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one down. And the pitcher, in fact, will just take a bite out of this one, an infield single.
Now batting.
Nate McLeod will dig in. He popped out his first time. Here's the 1-1. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they finally got back into the win column with a victory last time out, but it had been a long time coming as they'd lost 8 in a row prior to that win.
Yeah, and I can tell you from experience, big losing streaks, zero fun. You start getting uptight, you're not sleeping well, you start worrying about, am I even going to be in the lineup tomorrow? So that win in their last game should help loosen them up a little.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Another full count pitch home. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out. Ian Desmond will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one. Very close, but it's to 2-2 now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle.
On to Freeman, and they get the double play.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get 1 run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
And a sure sign that trouble is afoot, as there is already some action in that bullpen now, and we're just in the 2nd inning. Fouled back. Sets the 2-2 pitch. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned.
Sorry to interrupt, but that's the 3rd strike and the 3rd out. Side is retired. Johnny Gomes will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is low. Ball 2. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. 2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed. 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now another 2-2. And this is fouled back and out of play. The 2-2 one more time. Too high. Ball 3.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the 1st out of the inning. A.J. Pierzynski will stand in now. And his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Fouled straight back. Now here it comes. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove here. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Chris Johnson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is down. In order go the Braves. They trail here 4-0. Alberto Callaspo makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. And this is fouled straight back. Pitch on the way. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Now the first pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now the pitch. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. They'll take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Harper is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Wandy Rodriguez will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest. First pitch of the AB is swung on and lifted in the air to straightaway center. Escobar is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Doug Fister will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th. Here's the first offering. And he pulls it to deep right field. And therefore it is Markakis, and that's your first out. Eric Young Jr. will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB, in there for strike 1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. So with 1 away now, that'll bring in Nick Markakis. First pitch coming. Sinker's in there, no balls and a strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
On to first, and Markakis is retired 2 away. Freddie Freeman will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Now the pitch. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now another 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now to the 2014 All-Star.
And now on 1 and 2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. Another 2-2 offering, and he struck him out. His 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Johnny Gomes will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
1-1 pitch now to Gomes. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring up the backstop, A.J. Pierzynski. In there, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Pitch on the way. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Chris Johnson will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning.
Chris Johnson.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Hit hard to the right. Now here's the pitch. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More ahead from Atlanta right after this. James Russell will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Doug Fister will stand in now, and given the big cushion he has to work with on the other side of the scorecard, he'll go ahead and hit for himself here in inning number 6. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. But that will kick off the scoreboard out there in right. And he'll make it in there with a 2-out double.
How about this show of power? I think it's fair to say that this was pretty much unexpected. He nearly gets this ball out of the ballpark. Boy, I mean, where did that come from? He almost looked like he knew what he was doing.
Hey, you got it. Get us out of this, huh? Hey, 2 away, 2 away. Hey, 1 pitch. Here we go, guys.
And he hammers it to deep right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. 6th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Alberto Callaspo will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
And even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
And this is swung on and bounced on the ground to third. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Pedro Siriaco will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Another 0-2 coming. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Andrelton Simmons will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Andrelton Simmons.
Too low, 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Good action on the sinker, 1-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Good pitch there on 1-2 as this is pulled down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Jose Veras will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Leading off for the Braves.
Now here's the first pitch.
Eric.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. The pitch. 1-1. And the pitch. In there, 1-2 now.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
Chopper, foul. Here's another 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Nick Markakis will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. On a big swing there from Markakis, he didn't get it to make it strike 2.
Boy, it's the 7th inning, and it looks like he's just jumped into the ballgame. Strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. Freddie Freeman will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Down in order go the Braves. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Doug Fister will make a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in command. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Here it comes. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it. And he will make it there to start the 8th. It's a leadoff double.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being a corner outfielder. If you dive, there's no safety net behind you. I think he's pretty lucky in the end that this one wound up only being 2 bases instead of 3. Heck, could have even been 4.
Nate McLeod will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit. The throw will go to third. Johnny Gomes will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now the pitch. This is foul right side. The next 0-2. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. A.J. Pierzynski will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history. Chris Johnson will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1. Pitch on the way. In there, strike 2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Here comes a 1-2. Got him! So that's 8 perfect innings. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Jason Grilli will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Alberto Callaspo will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
Well, I would guess he's trying to approach his 9th inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, we know his heart's racing. You just got to focus on the glove and trust what your catcher's calling, because he's done a heck of a job also.
Here's the first pitch. Pedro Siriaco is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection.
Oh, and this crowd is really going to be up and into it now. 1 out to go. Man, this is awesome.
Jace Peterson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 4, Jace Peterson.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2, and the Braves now are down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
That is absolutely dominant. I mean, what else can you say? 27 up, 27 down. And you know what? This is the first time I've ever witnessed a perfect game. So it's one of the hardest things for a pitcher in the world to do, probably the hardest. But we were fortunate enough to see it here, guys. A perfect game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you don't have to look too far to find our top player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Washington is victorious in this one, 7-0. Good night from Atlanta.
The final line score for the ball game tonight for the victorious Washington Nationals.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello, baseball fans. Before Thursday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Wednesday. Starting off in the National League East, the Washington Nationals paid visit to the ATL to take on the Braves. And it was the dominant on the bump, grabbing the victory with a complete game effort. The Mets